Caucus Context. I'm Jeff Stein with today's Iowa Politics Report. We're only 20 days away from the Iowa Republican First in the Nation presidential precinct caucuses. Current polling shows former President Donald Trump topping 50% in many polls of likely caucus goers. That's obviously a majority. All the others combined don't reach his level of support. And if he were to reach that 50% mark, it would be a record, and by a long ways. If we look at all the contested caucuses, which date back to 1976, in only two cases did the winner top 40%, much less 50%. 1976 saw two candidates, and not surprisingly, therefore, both were above 40%. Gerald Ford bested Ronald Reagan 45 to 43% in 1976. The only other time a candidate in a contested caucus topped 40% was in the year 2000, when George W. Bush scored 41% support. Winning totals in all the other contests are, relatively speaking, quite low. For example, George H.W. Bush won in 1980 with 32%. Bob Dole won in 1988 with 37%, and Dole again won in 1996, but with only 26%. Mike Huckabee won the 2008 caucus with 34%. 4 years later, Rick Santorum and Mitt Romney tied at 25%, with Santorum being declared the winner. The last time there was a contested caucus, 8 years ago, Ted Cruz topped Donald Trump by scoring 28% of the vote. Trump that year got 24%. And for even more context, he's now polling at more than double the amount he had 8 years ago. Now, ultimately, Trump may have to settle for less than 50%. Given his current polling, though, some may say that would be a sign of weakness to only get 40 or 45% on January 15th. But history shows even that is a rare accomplishment in a contested Iowa caucus. And that's the Iowa Politics Report for Tuesday, December 26, on Twitter, Instagram, Getter, Threads, and Truth Social at Iowa Politics. I'm Jeff Stein on News Talk 1540 KXEL.